Lesson 7. Emotions live in the body, so you have to be grounded to feel them. One of the most important lessons I've learned is this. You can't heal what you can't feel, and you can't feel if you're not grounded. But most of us begin our healing journey completely disconnected from our body. We live in our heads, analyzing, overthinking, trying to make sense of everything through logic. But healing doesn't happen in the mind. It happens in the nervous system. It happens in the tissues, in the parts of us that have been holding on to our pain for years. Because of trauma, many of us learn to dissociate at a very young age. It's actually our ego self who protected us when we were younger. And what it did was it pulled us out of our body and into our head because that was the safe place. As a child, you actually didn't have the brain development to be able to handle these big emotions that were connected to any trauma that would have happened to you when you were younger. So being in the body was not a safe place for us, especially if we were told to put away certain emotions that we tried to use. So now what's happening on this healing journey as adults, we're having to feel these big emotions for the younger parts of us that couldn't feel them. And in order to do that, we have to go back into the body. And that can be a really uncomfortable thing for us because we're not used to living from our body. It's actually a foreign feeling for most of us. And so we have to learn how to ground into the body to get back into the body. So even now for me, when I can feel big emotions coming up, my first instinct is to go up into my head to dissociate. I'm learning now that I need to go and ground so I can stay with the emotion and feel it. I can spend periods of time still very ungrounded and dissociated because I'm defending. My ego does not want me to get back into that body and feel my emotions. But what I know now is that without grounding into my body, I can't access those emotions. And without feeling my emotions, there's no release. So healing is a beautiful thing because it invites us to come back to the body, to spend time in the body, even if it's just for a few moments, and to recognize what it feels like to be grounded and then to feel like what it is to be dissociated. If you can start to know the difference between those two, that awareness is actually so empowering for you because it tells you that you're starting to wake up. You're starting to become more present. And that's where the real work begins. And that's going to lead me to my next lesson.